to the channel. So just doing a little bit of a vlog this time and giving you a little look about what I'm doing for my keto dinner for me and my family tonight. Though my family's not keto, some of them are, my wife is, but obviously the kids are not. So what we're doing here, obviously carrots and even sugar snap peas can be less low than other vegetables, but I'm just gonna have a little bit, and my kids really like them. I think they're tasty. For this, what I'm doing tonight is a roast beef. So what I've done is I've let the roast beef, this top sirloin grass-fed roast beef, I've let it sit out for about an hour, and then I covered it in, my seasoning is salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. So I covered it in that, let it get to, let it sit out for about an hour. Seared it on each side, kind of to lock those juices in. Then, and I seared it because it's not such a fatty piece of meat. I seared it in beef tallow. It says beef lard, it's beef tallow, it's the same thing. And seared it, took it out of the pan. And then I'm searing the vegetables just to kind of give them a bit of a head start. Once those are ready, alright, so once those are ready, I'm going to dump them into this pan, and then I'm going to roast it in the oven. I have it preheated right now at 350. So at 350, it's going to go in for about an hour, I think an hour, maybe 5 minutes less, 55 minutes, and then I'm going to let it sit out for about 45 minutes to an hour. So it should be about medium after that 55 minutes to an hour. And then letting it sit in, because if you cut into it too quickly, what's going to happen is all the juices are going to pour out. So you want to let it rest so that the juices reabsorb and that you get a nice juicy roast beef. Alright, so there it is. It's in the oven, just sitting right on top, uncovered. Now I'm going to close it and set my timer for about 55 minutes. Alright, and here it is. It came out of the oven after 55 minutes. So now you can see like the vegetables are nice and cooked. They're gonna be soft and juicy, and the meat looks really nice. Feels good also. Yeah, feels like it should be. By the time it cools down, it should be about a medium, I hope. And then I'm just gonna let that sit for 40 minutes, and then cut into it and have a nice dinner. And as you can see, there's a nice amount of this great juice at the bottom, and that's a mixture of beef tallow and the juices from the meat. And what I'm gonna do with that is make that into a really nice gravy for the roast beef. Okay, so my wife is my assistant because she's very good at the gravy doing.
Oh, your assistant? I don't think
So what have you done so
Maybe
far?
you're my
What have you
assistant.
done so far? You put
I put some heavy cream, and I put some, this is really, what do you call it? Powdered chicken stock powder. And then I put a half a spoon or a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar-free jam, apricot, and then we're gonna add the juices. And I just let it simmer a little bit. It's getting too cooked, so put it in.
It's a bit of a dirty gravy.
My hands.
This gravy is a little dirty because it has the sugar-free jam and also the soup flavoring powder, but it's very small amounts and it tastes good. It's a nice medium. It's still a little bit pink. It was a good amount of time for this. It was in like 850 gram cut. So I think for 55 minutes, with like 45 minutes of resting period, it's pretty nice.